Alright, am I live? I have no idea. Is it working? Live. Watch me at an... Okay, it says it's on. So I'm hoping? Maybe? Is it working? I never know. Okay. Oh. Do I have audio? Alright, am I live? Okay, yep. Alright, so that's running. Cool. Ba-da-da-da. Does the chat show up here? I wonder. It's been a while since I've done this. Da-da-da-da. There we go. Figured it out! I'll delete it later. Post this in the... Yeah, too much of a pain in the ass. There. I don't know if the chat's like enabled on this or not. I haven't used that before. I'll just open this up. Gosh, it's such a pain in the ass. The chat's like Is it loaded yet? Okay, there we go. We'll work on this one. Sorry, stretch. A looks so cute. I will never be able to not edit. I can't imagine editing on my phone. Sounds like a nightmare. I feel like the amount of like issues I would have would be astronomical. Like the amount of crashing would be like the death of me. A little too extreme. Let's set that to 3 and see. I think like 2 would be fine. And like 2? Yeah, that looks a little bit better. I want it slightly glitchy. I feel like the glitch effects are doing exactly when I don't want them to. Yet you are not doing that when I want you to. You're gonna make me do it the hard way, aren't you? I hate you. Okay, where's the turns I want? If I move this, will it change it? Come on. There. That might have better timing. And then Control 50. About here, we'll have a few seconds. Oops. Didn't mean to drag that. Control 50. Getting there. Thanks. I actually used part of my college fund that my parents had to pay for this because I did major in graphic design. So that's partially how I was able to afford it. I also have the entire master suite. It's not just After Effects. I have like CS 5.5, Photoshop, Illustrator, everything. So that was about right. Yes. It was about, I think for the entire CS 5.5, the entire suite was like about 2000, I think. And then I think part of also my college fund was my initial editing computer. That one died a long time ago because I killed it. I had bought a new one when I got a job and this one's actually beefier than my old one, but it was good for the time. So I might actually have to go above again. Do I want to make this one big piece or do I want to split it up? I think I'll make it one big piece and use the puppet warp for that one. I think it'll work out better. I also have Adobe CC as well. I pay for the subscription on that one, but I use that more for my business. I film weddings, so I use mostly Premiere Pro for that. And it's blurry enough, I don't think anyone's going to notice this. They have to do too much cutting out. I just don't like the masking on CS, like CC, because like it doesn't have the whole where it automatically converts this. You have to like go up here, switch, and it's just a pain in the ass, which I don't like to deal with. The masking in CS 5.5 is so much better than any of the other versions of After Effects. That's why I still use it like most of the time. I'm doing like composite work or something, like work that involves like business wise. I tend to use CC just because there's some additional effects that the older version of After Effects doesn't have. Yes, I film weddings. Yeah, that's my little side business. I've just started. I filmed weddings for about 3 years now, but I used to work for a company. I've just gone solo the last like year and a half. I don't know. I've gotten used to it. I was going to be a little off topic, but this is random bullshit go, so why not? Here's my masking folder. I've accumulated a lot. This is my crowning achievement of pure pain. This was 168 frames. It's in 1080. It's in like 7. It's in like 720p because that's the show size, so I didn't really want to scale it up and use resolution. If I need it for a project, I'll scale it up. The other bitch to mask was this one as well. This one took a long time. I've gotten efficient at it. It's not a big deal. That's not even my animated pictures folder. Like I have also a folder for animated pictures. That's just strictly clips only. I also have like a manga slash, and then I also have GMV maskings and a masking folder for Disney as well. But I keep them more separated so that I can like, I have like folders within folders within folders so I can keep track of everything. But my anime folder is probably the biggest because it was the one I edited with the longest. I wonder if I should just add that to the head. Should I just add that to the head part, this section here? Because I don't know if I'm going to... I don't really think that's going to be animated, so I think I'm actually going to go back in here and add a separate clip, a separate mask added to it, because I think this would make more sense in here. I'm not going to frick with that tiny little piece there. It could just disappear into the ether. It could just disappear. I'm questioning everything right now. Okay, the amount, like, alright, we're gonna, like, do a little sniping of my hard drive. So here's pictures, I have anime and then, like, here's all the different mangas, animes, and stuff, pictures. Then I have a few live action stuff and some cosplay. That's my cosplay folder. Don't know why that's in there. Then there's some crossover, like, ship pictures that I have. I don't know why I can't view anything. Most of it is like Disney. Then I have my Disney's folder of pictures. That's family photos. That's private. Then, as you can see, games. I didn't know where to put this because I was like, technically it's Disney, technically it's anime, so I just kind of chucked it in a random. Same with this, I wasn't sure where you would put it, so that's a webcomic and things. Then I have like the cartoons folder, the Disney folder, the game folder of clips, the live action folder, and my video loops. These are ones that I have created over my time of my lifespan of editing, and sometimes it's just easier to make a pre-made snow loop that I would do all the time rather than like just put it on stuff. The one that removes black, which is green, and then random accumulation of video loops over the years. So yeah, like folders, and then like obviously the anime one has like a bunch. These are masks that I didn't do, but I've downloaded that other people have done, and I just Hello? Did it work this time? You happy now or not? It's connected. I plugged in the wireless headset, so I'm hoping maybe it works now. Hello? Did it work? Okay. I think my headset just died. I have a wireless one, and I think it just needed to be plugged in. Battery life. Wait. Okay, where did this come from? Yeah, Emperor's New Groove. Yeah, that's a fun. What? Is anything by Disney historically accurate? Anything? Forgot to cut that out. How do you cover up the layer under... How do you cover up the layer underneath from where you separate the arm? You throw like... Okay, this question, I don't understand it. Can you explain what are you asking? How do you cover up the layer underneath from where you're separating the... Are you asking, like, what's underneath it? Is that what you're asking? Like, how do I get rid of the arm? Well, I think I answered that by painting on the hair. If that's what you're asking, I'm not 100% sure. There's something I forgot to do. I did not mean to back up that far. Wait, I'm on the wrong tool to get in there. There. There, now it's a little less jarring. I painted away. I literally used the paint tool and just painted away. I just haven't gotten there yet. This is what takes me the longest in animation, is the painting, not the actual animation part itself. So... I reconstruct pictures quite often. I'll use the other color. I know some people use Sony Vegas, they use Photoshop to remove it. Like, they'll save the layer as like a ping or something, and then they'll just eliminate it that way. I just do this because there's already a paint tool. But you can use Photoshop. And that did not select the color I wanted. I wanted that one. I've been told by my friends with like editing I'm way too much of a perfectionist. It's not going to be perfect looking, but as long as like when you finalize the edit, you can't really tell super, because it doesn't have to be like really good, because some of this is going to get kind of covered up because the arms aren't going to be completely gone. As you can see, like you don't see it like fully. Perfect. Just called cheese. Cheese. Oh my gosh, I love cheese. Now you're making me want cheese. Dang it. Now I want cheese. Oh, we do have some smoked Gouda in the fridge. Went and bothered to get it, but it's my laziness or my appeasement for cheese. Ooh, I have had applewood cheese before. I just don't have any in the house. And I'm having cord issues down on the bottom of my desk. There. Reworking things. But yeah, if you're someone who uses Sony Vegas, I would definitely recommend getting like cracked Photoshop so you can like do it, because there's a thing that does, excuse me, content aware fill, and it's quite nice. You can just look up the tutorial on it. It's pretty easy. I made a mistake on that. Wait, where'd it go? I forgot to paint away that. Where'd the paint go? The paintbrush disappeared. I think once I click on it again, it'll miss a thumb. That is the wrong comp. Where am I? There we are. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this one. Oh, this is gonna be it. I always hate doing the body layer because it's always the longest, painful. Okay, paintbrush we go, paintbrush we go. Oh boy, I'm gonna die. Do I just want to leave like part of the hair here and color the hair and then just wipe that away and put that? That might work. I think I was just going to leave that hair there. Let's see. What's noticeable? I always go to the wrong comp. So let's see. I think I'll remove that strand in this part. Then I'll move that. And then we'll make that like the hair. We'll just make it look like it's extra strands. Yeah, move that on that. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, that is not the same color like I thought it was going to be. Also, I would kind of say it's partially to the art of this is the art of close enough. Like, you don't have to make it perfect as long as it, like, isn't super noticeable. The content aware fill isn't in Sony Vegas. It's in Photoshop. Um where fill Photoshop. What are you doing? You seem to be doing this the long way. Okay, there we go. Now we're in the actual part where we're looking for. So, you duplicate it. Okay. So pretty much what you do is you do the selection around it, this select, and then you go to, I think, image. No, wait, you go to edit, fill, and then there should be a drop down in the section saying content aware, and you click OK, and it should remove it. Sometimes it's not 100% accurate, but it will get you like a decent start. That's my recommendation if you want to animate in Sony Vegas. I've seen other people in like their like live streams who edit with Sony Vegas only use this method quite often to get their stuff to work out well. Also, how people animate for like this kind of stuff varies from editor to editor extreme. Like some people wouldn't bother doing this. They'll just like animate in a way that it's not noticeable. And then there's like other editors like me who painted away, or they use like Photoshop and they like make the whole cutouts in Photoshop and then they import it into their like Sony Vegas or their After Effects even, and they just don't like to deal with this like painting process. I just hate going back and forth between programs. I just don't like doing it, but I can see the appeal from time to time when it comes to it. It can save some time. And select the right color. If you don't have Photoshop, I don't know how to help you on this, but I think there's a Photoshop knockoff called GIMP, but I've never personally used it. But you could try it. It's free, and from what I've heard, it has a lot of the same tools, so I would imagine it probably have content-aware fill, because that's kind of like a big selling point for a long time with Photoshop, was that content-aware fill. Now it's kind of old technology because it's existed for a while, but it was pretty revolutionary when it first came out. And then we'll leave that. Might have painted too much. Not sure. Why do I keep doing that? I go to the wrong one. Yeah, I painted a little too much. less noticeable. Why isn't my paint showing up? That's weird. Why is that not showing up? Did I paint on the wrong layer? No? Must just be the other thing. You could talk about cheese, I don't care. I'm working so hard just talking about cheese. Although you're making me want to make a grilled cheese, or as an Australian friend from online would say, cheese toasties. It would not be the first time. It's okay. I can cut like the paint layers and throw them onto another paint effect. I've done it before. It would not be the first time I'm oopsed up. It wasn't an oops. I just forgot that I cut something in a certain way and was planning in a different direction. So it's fine. We're good. This is good enough for this. Now the next thing. I think this is in the right folder. Yes. Okay, wait for the folder to... I'm thinking about it. I'm getting kind of hungry. Do I want to eat or not? Man, fine. We should get some more tea. I apologize if there's anything NF like not safe for work here. I don't know. I don't organize that. I kind of throw everything in like one crapshoot folder. Ham and cheese toasty slap. Animation editors are the final boss. Okay. Okay. I just want to say, after you've seen all this work, I want to show you like one of my more recent like projects. And I just want you to think how much mother freaking work I did into this. Like, look at the animation. Look at the animation. I had to do all that painting for every one of those. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of work. That's why it takes me so long to get projects finished, especially if it comes to animating pictures. Ow. That was my fault. I pulled my headset out. Oh, the apple. You have no idea. Actually, I still have that project. Do you want me to break it down? Do you want like me to open it and show you like what I did? Do you want me to break down the project? Like, I still have it on my computer because I have a few things I still want to render out of it. I have all the picture animations, but there's like a few like pre-comps that I wanted to save into my media folder. Genshin promo backgrounds in Azuma. Come on, give me a background. I need a background. Yeah, that could work. That could work. Oh, it's just on Reddit. Okay. I did not want a video. Give me a picture. Like, an actual picture. Sheesh. Maybe. Meh. I don't want to... I want to, like, a painted render from, like, the live stream or something. I mean, that could possibly work. It's generic. Why didn't this one work? Oh, wait. I got an idea. Open image in new tab. I'm such a genius. If I was truly a genius, I would have thought of that the first time. Why does, like, they always have these weird formats? It's a JPEG. Why does it do this GIF? Like halfway between a GIF and a JPEG format. I did not mean to put that in a folder, but I'm not going to bother. Actually, I think I have a better idea. I think I'll just move this to the side a bit. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Save that. Yes. Okay, you want to see it. Okay. What that? The coloring is so funky. Is that funky in a good way or a bad way? Is it... like, good or bad funky? I mean, it's an old coloring I made a long time ago. I did it for a crossover ed and I just saved it. But... now, let's see if I open this project, if it doesn't crash my computer. Oh boy, the amount of... Look at the amount of pre-comps I have. So many. Okay. Gabriel a little stuck. Loading. Okay, that's just clips. No biggie. Good funky. Okay. Like, I don't know. Funky could have a good connotation or a bad connotation. So, as you can see, it's everything is in 3D in this, so that's how I was able to do the tunnel. So I'm just gonna hit fit so we can see this better. So this is just an adjustment layer that just has a radial blur. This is so that if I put all the layers to blur, it would blur too much. So it was just easier to just add an adjustment layer for that. And then, let's see, to view horizontal. As you can see here, zoom in, here's all of the, like, there's the background. That's a general video loop. That's not really in 3-dimensional, it's just to add color. There's, which one is this one again? Okay, that's one ring, then another ring, then there's the text, and then that's the word want because I put it this way so that it was easier to time and I wouldn't like the stroke, because there's a stroke effect that you select to reveal image only, and that's how you can do a write-on effect, and it was just, I've lost my pre-comp. If you get back here. I really should label things more. There. Now we're back where we were. Alright. And it was just, I just pre-comped it so that it would, like, easier to 3-dimension and I don't have issues with the effects going wrong. And... okay, that's a circle. I did a pre-comp because just so that it would stay together. And then here's the actual animation layer. And then 2 text layers, and then just some other 3-dimensional stuff. This was just a video loop for texture reasons more than anything, just to make it look pretty. I don't remember what this is. What is this? Oh, that's just another circle. And I think this is another circle, if I remember correctly. Yeah, just the same circle again, just copy-pasted. And that's just another same adjustment layer as the other one, just timed a little differently. And this is just one of the pre-comps out of the many. hair goes swing. No, I'm glad I used it. I'll be honest, I actually did used to use Sony Vegas, and it was not for me because I found it too limiting for what I wanted to do. And that's how I would describe it, is it was just way too limiting for like all the animations I wanted to do and like all the three-dimensional stuff and things. But also like After Effects is just more intuitive to me because I did take like several art years of After Effects courses. So like it's just more like second nature to me. And then here's another pre-comp that's more of just like a bunch of coloring and then like some media assets that I found off of royalty-free websites that I do. Then like the animated picture is its own pre-comp. I had to paint away the hand here. I had to paint away the shoe here. This is a mixture of rotate and puppet warp tools. So I used the puppet warp tool to make sure that the fabric would stay in line with the mouth. Can I find this layer? There it is. So this was a combination of two effects, because let's see if I think there's a way, if I turn off puppet warp, you'll see the glove's not with the mouth anymore. But with the puppet warp tool on, it makes it so that it stretches and stays where it's supposed to. So I just timed that with like the head turn, and there you go. This is like a very simplified of things, but this is like many years of worth of editing practice. Then I just kind of used the same pre-comp, moved it over to the other area just to like do different text so it didn't look so flat. That's the same thing as the other one with the three-dimensional layers. I just made these different like half circles instead of like circles. And that was just me timing clips. I actually had to paint away some weird text here that looks stupid. That didn't work. Timing of that, and then this one was actually a pretty easy one to animate because the spear was pretty easy, and then I just scaled this and just used a puppet warp tool to move the fingers for it. The most hardest part was this hoodie. Gave me many issues. Many issues. Oh gosh, that hoodie was a pain in the ass. Mostly just the same assets. I just sometimes use like a hue and saturation effect to change the colors a bit so it doesn't look so like I just copy pasted the same thing. Some glow effects for the eyes and a little glow effect for like the hand. I do a lot of pre-comps. I will definitely say Sony Vegas is a heck of a lot easier for RAW. For RAW. Edit is super pretty though. Desktop background. Aw, thank you. This is kind of like the same asset as I did before, just with some minor tweaking and just some color effects and stuff. I did not do the voiceovers for this. If you look in the description, someone else, I had a friend who does sound mixing do it for me, and I said, I just didn't want to deal with it. Can you cut it for me? Here's the time frame I want. Use some of the English audio VA because dang, his English voice is sexy. But this is just clips, mouth timing, pretty basic stuff with a few brightness flashes thrown in, brightness contrast, Nothing, we'll zoom in, zoom out, pretty basic. With a adjustment layer that adds a vignette of this blur just to add some more effects. Then just some well-timed video loops, timing, mostly it. Then I just recycled the same like cameras before, and then that, and then use stencil, what's it called? Stencil alpha to cut out from white or black, or there's stencil illuminated that's the opposite, where it will get rid of make the pickup subject come from just black instead of the white, so it's like depending on how you want to do it and what's needed. Clip timing, same thing as before over here, so skip that. Nothing super. This was going to be editing, and then I realized this is like mild editing teaching 101. I used pretty much the same camera, just timed things a little bit more. I did change up a few images just to mix it up a little bit, color-wise. After a certain point, you kind of recycle the same effects over and over. Just do some slight changes. These were just shape tools that I just used After Effects to make, and then I had the stroke on it and just did basics, rotate, scale. Then there was the animation of the picture, which is another breakdown. Pretty much the same thing, like painting, timing, making sure layers are situated correctly. I used Puppet Warp tool along with Rotate for this one. Sometimes I use Puppet Warp, sometimes I use Rotate, sometimes I use a combination of both. It depends on how I want to animate, and you get better with that over time. Clip timing. I think I just hit the really bad pre-comp that would give my computer fits. Hot take, prefer child's be. Oh, okay. To each their own. Just copy pasted the same mask I used on other backgrounds. I just did different ones, and then I found another background, and then I just put a video loop behind here, animated that picture, and then this was actually from a previous project that I animated, and I just threw it in there because I was like, by the end of this, I think you guys could kind of understand I was probably a little bit like, I'm so done. This was all just clip timing. I masked this because I couldn't get the panels to come out correctly timing on the actual clips, so I just masked that as the transition. And then what I did here was timing, and then I put a separate layer here that's just a mask of the eyes with a glow effect to it. And then I just timed them differently for fading out. So I had the bottom clip fade out a little quicker than the top clip to give it more of a glow look. That's a very brief, very condensed. I don't need to save. I didn't do anything. It literally did nothing to it, just opened stuff. So that's like a really basic overview. Sorry, hit the mic on that. Of how I did the project. Oh, nice to see you again, too. Did you have a previous name on your account? Tamala Ramcock? Because I don't recognize the name right away, but maybe I talked with you more on Discord. Yeah, going back and rewatching it, I mean, yeah, it'll be up. I'll just probably put it as unlisted after a certain point, mostly because a lot of people don't care to just rewatch old, like, editing streams. And it just kind of clouds up my channel from videos I want people to watch more. But I normally leave it up for like a 2 to 3 days, but I always leave it unlisted. So if anybody who was here wants to rewatch it, they can. I don't privatize it. I want to see if this gives the effect that I want by shrinking her. Make it look more outerworldly. Whoops. Don't want to deal with a Shutterstock though. remember now. Well, final thing's probably going to take a while, but nice to have you. It's a little much there. Something I was going to do, I forgot what it was. I've been pretty good, by the way. Forgot to answer your question about how I've been. Turning out well. Have a few glitch layouts to Have a few glitch things to do and some transitionings between these, but about it. We're gonna call it a day for now. I'm getting really hungry and things, and I have some responsibilities I have to do, like cleaning the house. So that'll be the end of my editing stream. Thanks for joining me.